So, the other day, I was watching one of my favorite animation channels, The Odd Ones Out, and I saw a video that I related to very heavily. Of course, you can probably tell by the title, but it was his Adventures in Boy Scouts video series. Also, apparently he has like a better version of those two videos out, so you should go watch that after you watch mine, of course. I also went to Camp Geronimo, so here's my experience. We had this one kid in our scout troop that we'll call, Rebel, because that's what he was. And also, apparently that's a name that people give their kids. Anyways, Rebel was causing trouble, as the name implied. This was amplified by the fact that we were outside. Now, I don't know if you've been outside as a kid, but it makes you do some crazy stuff. One day, Rebel did something so terrible, so reprehensible, so absolutely ridiculous that we had to take action. By the way, he basically made the camp counselors single out our troop because he was so rowdy during lunch, but we had enough. So our little kid brains formulated a plan that we were sure was absolutely a gazillion% guaranteed to make him stop his shenaniganery. We decided to wait until he falls asleep and then tie him to a table. But we didn't stop there, oh no. We decided that we should tape that table up onto a tree. Now, it's important to note that he was a heavy sleeper, so he was also the one who it would be the easiest to do this to. He woke up at the wake-up call and learned what happened. We didn't really have enough time to cut him down, so he missed the morning meeting, and then we got in trouble, funnily enough. Anyways, Rebel wasn't the only troublemaker in the group. Enter Daniel. Now, Daniel was always a very attention-seeking kid. He one time faked being in a wheelchair for an entire year of school. And I'm not even saying this to slander him. He told me this. But Daniel was in our scout group at the time of us going to Geronimo for the second time as a scout troop. For those of you who haven't been to this camp, which I'm assuming is a lot of you, there was this little gift shop in which you could buy these flavored honey sticks, camping gear, cool knives, poncho. Wait, did you say cool knives? We all got these cool knives and we were showing them off to each other. It had been a while since we had all gotten our knives together, and we wonder to ourselves, wait, where's Daniel? We go looking everywhere. As the time passes, everyone gets increasingly worried. Eventually, I head over to the medical house fearing the worst. I walk in and ask if they had seen a kid named Daniel, and she explains that she thinks that this is the kid that I'm describing. She brings me over to him, and he looks terrible. He looked like he was in shock, and he was super dirty. I asked what happened, and she tells me that the kid who brought him there had found him laying in the river with an open knife next to him. Apparently what had happened was that Daniel had gotten a new knife and decided to show it off in a very unorthodox way. He waited behind a bush for some poor, unsuspecting scout to come along, and when he heard someone walking along the path, he jumped out, flipped open his knife, and said, "Knife to meet you!" Some 6'6" kid happened to be the first victim, and he reacted the same way any of us would when faced with the crazy knife-wielding maniac jumping out of the bushes. He kicked him in the groin. Now, from what I heard, he kicked him with such force that he jumped 6 feet in the air before landing on his side in the river and going into a state of shock. He was practically useless for the rest of the week. I guess the moral of the story is, don't jump out at people while wielding knives. Looking back, Scout Camp was totally worth all of the flags that I had to put out in order to go. That's right, I had to raise money to go to this thing, and that meant waking up way too early to go and put flags on people's houses. But it was worth it. Anyways, guys, I'm trying out a new end card. It has all my socials on it, so go ahead and drop a follow. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoy making them. If you did enjoy, please go ahead and drop a like and let me know in the comments down below what you want to see next. If you want to see more videos like this, click the video at the end and be sure to subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.